Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from Wisconsin. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Going back, it's the handoff. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Throwing off the play fake. Completed to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Quieting this home crowd early as they line up for 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. And his first pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing again is Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches the 35 before going out. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And 1 They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. It's away, came off his foot wrong instantly, low and short here. And he's going to be touched down as that one comes to an end.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. On him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively in a tightly contested game like
He's
this.
in trouble and gets brought down again. And hopefully there'll be some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
3rd and long for him here. He's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On 1st down, they'll run. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on it. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they take him down right along the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A 47-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 22-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Regular.
Baker now. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Run. Watch out. Watch out.
It's Pacheco again. Has the first, but once more. He's past the 45. And he's finally brought down at the 33. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll come up on first and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's got it at the 5. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pacheco takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Sanders all set to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have it a little short of midfield. Back to throw on first and 10. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't.
And that's not what the offense done. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that, or it's for loss.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Hey, 180.
A second down run by Pacheco. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
180. Watch out.
Third and short. Mayfield escapes the pocket. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a fourth down. The Packers send out their punting unit. Back deep, that's Trey Palmer. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Dive play straight ahead. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
To throw here on first down. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now. Hey, take go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
33. Set. Watch out.
Here's Baker to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this one does not go far.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. First down, and they go right back to it. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Finds the in route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Able to find Gould here. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
180. Hurry. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. Getting out to his left. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on first, and then we go backwards on second. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on third down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
180. Stop.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
Just a whole different mindset now, Kate, really for both sides. As they go into halftime, more than likely tied, just starting from scratch. Whole new ball game.
Set to return this, Trey Palmer. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's completed right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead just before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Set. 180. That's up.
Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Pistol.
Mayfield now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Keeps himself upright. And it goes the distance. Touchdown Green Bay. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers make it 17-all.
17. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. Now a give on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second and 10, back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go.
Back to throw now, third down. It's complete. This is Olave. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grab the lead on their first series of the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. his second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
17.
Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring an end to that right near the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Baker now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled for no gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Now come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Back now. Pressure coming. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's fine ahead for a few. It's 3rd down. They're throwing it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Now is Tyler Luke for the field goal attempt. A very short kick here from the right hash. Luke knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. They'll cobble together a yard there. Chase Young bringing him down there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Throwing, Baker. On the outside. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's 16 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
48-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Hey, alert 30.
Now a give left side to Pacheco. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First down now, ball at the 33.
What's up?
Right back to Pacheco. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to Pacheco here on second. And he gets this forward to the 19. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run, Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. We'll see them tackle second and goal after the break. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Real. 180.
Pacheco again. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
He fields it from the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Back to throw now. Dump off to his fullback. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Coach Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, Coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, Coach. And you're going to be just fine.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 5 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first down from the 41. He's got it on the bootleg. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. The left side is napped by Bateman. And they bring him down around the 34.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 9-point advantage.
A receiver this... Well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game. kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm finished. Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
180. Pistol. Watch out.
Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Offense to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
First and
line.
10, it's Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll give the Packers the first. Working quickly here.
Hey, alert. Watch out.
Mayfield on first and 10. Cut out left. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense up to the line fast.
King.
First and 10 at the 15.
In the red zone now. It's inside the 10. This one's caught. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Watch out.
They'll try to run from Pacheco. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Dose of the hurry up here.
Pickup of 2.
Watch out.
Brings up second.
There's another for it. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. And now for the point after, and crucially, to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the 4th.
Packers 31. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
All is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Palmer. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Sure was a great effort. That brings up second down.
It's second down.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to start this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Let's go.
Running back gets it on the draw. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
On the jump.
Back to the line they come. Second down. Dropping back to throw. He's got a man left. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 15 there. And that's good for a Saints first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Saints holding on to a field goal lead. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game, as this one's quickly marked up, too. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Back to the well again. That second down run is only going to manage a yard. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to have the first down there for the Saints. That should be enough to run out the rest of this one.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run it for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Green Bay.